drawn a lot of parallels, a lot of symmetry between and sync between the life that you live on the road, the way you drive on the road, and the way you live your life. So much about the person can be understood just by observing the way they live their life and the way they drive the vehicles. Can be two wheelers, can be four wheelers. You can spend an entire day with the man or the person and just observe the driving, and I can tell so much about the person. Of course, one of the most beautiful, I have a tremendous influence of my father in my life, even if it was a very short span that I lived with him. But I have tremendous amount of influence of my dad, and especially he being also a driver for other people. One of those, there's something he shared, I think that has just got into my head and it made a lot of sense to me. One he said, when I think he was driving the car, the gears from first gear to second gear to third to fourth gear to top gear. Nobody should know. The passenger, including you, should not know that you have changed the gears. It's a smooth transition that it looks like you just gradually picked up the pace of the car, speed of the car, and you gradually slowed down. And that's how the whole thing is, which got into my head so much. And I've seen a lot of people when they drive, a lot of hiccups when they change the gears, a lot of jerks happen when they change the gears. It has nothing to do with the car. It has to do with the way you think, the way you drive your car. If your mind is peaceful, you drive with a lot of calmness, it will be visible in your driving. Your aggression in the mind, it will show on the driving that you do on the in the car on the road. Whatever your mindset, it reflects on your driving. And I have observed this. So one of the most amazing lesson that I have learned when my dad told that when you shift the gears of your car or your bike, you and the passenger along with you should not feel the change of momentum. It should be gradual. And that's where I think today I understand what it means to live gracefully. Grace is something that we discuss and understand, like grace is my ability to carry out an act of mine without disturbing the environment. Now, are you graceful or not? If you were to really check, you check your driving skills on the road. Is it haphazardly you drive? Or you see the hump or the speed breaker, and most of them, after they go on the speed breaker, they press the brakes, and then there is so much of jerks and so much of risk involved in falling out of the bike or the car getting unwanted humps, bumps there. It's nothing to do with the road. You can talk about roads have humps, they have speed breakers, or roads have potholes because of no. I've seen people in the most dirtiest of the worst roads with a lot of potholes also drive so smoothly that if you're sitting on the passenger seat, you don't feel those jerks. You feel sleeping like a baby in the car. You can just go on sleeping. It doesn't matter what the road is. It all depends upon the driving skill of the driver. We're not discussing driving skills. We're talking about life skills. Like that, there are so many people with whom you can walk in your life, irrespective of circumstances. So many difficult moments, so many bad moments, so many unfavorable moments. But somehow, with these people, when you walk and you live, you don't seem to know that you have gone through a difficult time in your life. And that's the beauty. Not only they live life gracefully, they also make sure that people whom with they are walking and living, they also don't get affected by the circumstances or what is happening outside, just because their mind is very graceful. And this one quality I've learned from driving. You take turns. See, I also take turn on the car in the car. And there are times it is almost fun when you go on the ghat section. You just go like that. There's a different kind of sway that happens to the car, and I love when all the passengers move chow, from one side, and when especially children are there, they really have a like a roller coaster ride. But that's okay for that much time. But otherwise, even if when you take turns left or right, passengers should not even know, including you, that somebody has taken the turn. That's the quality of not the driver. There's the quality of the mindset that you have built over a period of time, that you are sensitive towards your people who are there with you. So not only you make sure that you drive the car, you take care of the car, but you also make sure that the people who are with you also don't have a bumpy ride, don't have a difficult ride. They also have a very beautiful, smooth, peaceful ride. It's all about sensitivity. How sensitive you are in the life, you can make out when you drive your car or your bike. I've seen so many youngsters when they sit on the bike and they have a girl behind. God knows what bites into them and what gets into their head, and they start driving so fast, rash. They think that will impress. That doesn't impress anybody. It scares the person who is sitting behind you as a pillion also. It scares everybody around you also. There is no grace at all in you trying to be fast in life, you're trying to be rash in life because it gives you thrill, what I call as cheap thrill. I think in the process you become so insensitive. I just understand this person is a very insensitive person in life also, because if something on the road where life is at risk any moment, if you are driving with insensitivity and irresponsibility, then I think that is the way you must be living your life also. So much about your mindset. Just do introspection, just listen to yourself, just look at yourself the way you drive, and you can lose so many. I remember one of my colleague used to drive the car when he used to go out. He will put first gear, he'll then put second gear, and from second gear he will lift to straight away top gear. There's no third gear for him, no fourth gear for him. And even from fourth gear, if he has to come, top gear has to come down, instead of come to second gear. He will not go like the way they will teach first gear, then second, then third, then fourth, and then to top gear. But I also realize in his life also I've seen that is how he has lived his life. Initially he will go slow in first gear, then slowly pick up second gear, and the moment his life is gone into second gear, he doesn't wait for third and fourth gear. He just takes some amazing jumps in his life, and then he is there. Which means first 1 crore he will take time, 1 crore to make it into 2 crores he will take time, but 2 crores will not become 3, 4, 5 crores. No, it will straight away become 10 crores in his life. That is the lifestyle. It's a thought process, and I could see it the way he's driving. So much about your life, so much about your mindset, so much about your thoughts you can understand just by observing your driving skills on the road, or the one who is driving next to you. If you want to understand the person, you can understand the person a lot just by observing their driving skills. Life on the road and life that you live are such amazing parallels that they go together all your life. Just wanted to share this with all of you. Maybe a few more lessons on the road I'll discuss with you as and when I am there on the road. I can't speak in the Hindi like that. Raste pe aa jaunga. But whenever I'm driving on the road, I'll share with you. With that belief that we all will become graceful, that the way we switch things in our life, it should not disturb ourselves and anybody else. That's called grace. My ability to carry out an act of mine without disturbing the environment. And you know you're a graceful person. And when you have established grace in your life, His grace is not too far in your life. Let's start this beautiful day with that understanding. I believe I can. I believe I am. I believe I can. Guys, go, set, and grow. Oh, you know.